Welcome to the Flint Water Crisis Settlement Town Hall, led by the co-lead class council team. This evening, we're going to be talking about claims. But before we begin, if you have already retained an attorney who is not listed in this team below, you should leave this meeting and contact your attorney with any questions. You will be able to see and hear all the panelists, and the presentation is being recorded and will be shared on flintwaterjustice.com. You can also go back and see previous town halls on flintwaterjustice.com if you want to go through and get additional information that we have shared at other town halls. And as I said before, if you have a question during the presentation, please type it in the Q&A box. If you are on a laptop, move your mouse and your control panel should come up. If you're on a tablet or a phone, touch the screen. When your control panel comes up, look for Q&A and open up the box and you can type in your questions. Our speakers this evening will be our co-lead counsel, Michael Pitt and Ted Leopold. Then we'll be taken through the claims by Leslie Mitchell-Kroger, and we'll also be joined by Trishelle Young to go through some FAQs and some information about the Flint office. So right now I'm going to turn it over to Michael and Ted to kick us off.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, good evening, everybody. It's great to see you all again and to be back talking about this case and bringing this information to you. A couple side issues. The EPA case is proceeding. Many of you have been contacted for information and for participation. And if you have been contacted, we really appreciate your assistance. Judge Parker has been very active with the case, and the lawyers working on the case are involved in the discovery process, and there's discussion going on about how to best posture the case for eventual trial and perhaps even settlement at some point in the future. In addition, there is the bellwether trials that is proceeding with Corey Stern and his partner. There are 4 children who are the plaintiffs in that case, and the case is proceeding. We've been monitoring it. It looks like it will continue through the month of May and perhaps into early June. And I know that MLive is providing daily coverage. So if you want an update, just tune in to MLive and you'll get the latest information. Ted, you want to make some other comments about the class?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. So I just want to welcome everybody again, and it's nice to be talking about the claims process that Leslie is going to review, and Trishelle and perhaps some others, that we're getting to the point where hopefully this will be concluded sooner than later. I just want to emphasize, which I know Leslie will be, is please, talk to as many people as you can to get everybody to do what they need to do for their claims. Any of the minors, anything that we can do to help you, please don't hesitate to reach out. We have all this staff and offices, etc. The only other thing I'll add specifically about the litigation, just to take a step back to what Mike was talking about, is the litigation against the private engineering firms for the class case, which has been certified by Judge Levy a couple of months ago. We have provided to Judge Levy a proposed notice that would go out, and over the next couple of weeks, she will hopefully have the opportunity to get to that. She, as you know, is very busy with the bellwether trial, which of course takes precedence. So, but other than that, things are moving along on that front as well. So with that, I'll hand it back to, I guess, Beth, and then Beth can introduce Les.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael and Ted, for bringing us up to date on those additional lawsuits. And we're coming back in here to talk about the current settlement with the state of Michigan and a few other defendants. The claims period began on this January 12th in 2022. And now we're going to hand it over to Leslie to walk us through the forms.
Thanks, Beth. Good evening, everybody. So the important thing that we want to go over tonight, and I've been trying to answer questions as you all have been posing them. The important thing to remember is that the deadline, for those of you who registered, the deadline to get all your claims forms in and your supporting documentation is May the 12th. That's about 3 weeks away. And so that's why we thought it was important to have this town hall. This is being recorded. It will be on our website. We're going to do our best to walk through all the categories because we know there have been a lot of questions about which category you may fall into. And then assuming technology works the right way, we're going to go live onto the claims administration website, and we're going to look at all the forms, what you all are seeing from your point of view so that you can fill them out. Remember that if you filled out your forms, your registration forms by paper, you should have received your claims packet in the mail. If you have not received it in the mail, you need to call the claims administrator tomorrow, first thing in the morning, because they need to get another package out to you. If you filled your claims form, if you filled your registration forms out online, you can go back to the website and I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's go ahead, Beth. These are the forms that we're going to talk about. You have a claim form, you'll have a declaration, there is a release that you must sign, there is a lien form, and then for online, and actually you should have gotten in the mail already, there's an attestation form. We're also going to go over supporting documents of how you prove that you live there, how you prove that you own a business, how you prove that you had an injury which will put you into the right category. So next slide, please, Beth.